Hi, this is a new plant I brought from the nursery recently. It was very lush green and full when I brought it, but it has started shedding leaves completely. Of course, this is a new plant I'm learning about, so as you can see, a lot of leaves have dried, even the stems have completely dried and become thin, and I'm removing all of that manually, slowly, one thing at a time with my hands. I've already done a lot of it here, and I'm still doing more of it. There is a lot of it to do. This plant I used my Nature ID app to identify, and it's called a Creeping Charlie. As you can see, it's showing as a sick plant right now, and this is probably because of overwatering, because it says that I should water it only once or twice a week. Well, I did that, but it's still weakened. It also shows that I should put it in indirect sunlight, so when I brought it, I put it in direct sun. Maybe that's why it went that way. And I'm supposed to maintain humidity and not over fertilize it, right? So I'm going to now take care of this plant and see what I can do with it. What it looks like is this is a stem that I pulled out, and like purslane and many other creeping plants, it looks like it should propagate beautifully just with the stem. I may not require to throw away the healthy stem, so as long as the stem is healthy, I should be able to sow it again and multiply it. So I am going to continue weeding it, removing all the dry leaves. As you can see, wherever the plant has become very legged, that means the stem is becoming long, as you can see here, and there are few leaves. I'm going to remove this one gently, and I'll remove it after the node. So I'll remove it here, and then I'm going to use multiple of these nodes to plant again. So I'm collecting these separately, and I'm going to sow them again, maybe in the same plant, maybe separately. Probably what the gardeners would have done is this was a long creeper, as it is visible, and they kind of just rolled it around over here. So you know, the stems are going everywhere. I can't pull out the stems also, so I'm going to be careful with that one, and I'll show you what happens next with it after I've finished weeding all of this. So why is it so important to remove the dead leaves and the branches that are not serving any purpose for the plant anymore? Why is it so important? Because they confuse the plant, right? The plant is going to continue giving its energy, the water, the nutrients from the soil. If you're giving any manure, all of it, it's going to confuse, and it's going to keep continuing to give that energy towards these branches which are not serving any purpose whatsoever anymore, right? And so we must remove them. Similarly in life also, so that you can focus on that which is important, that which should flourish, that which will help you serve your purpose in life, that which will help you move forward, grow further, extend your talents, your skills, your peace of mind. To ensure that you put focus on that, you must remove these weeds. These weeds can be in the form of negative talks, it can be gossip, it can be things that you do just because someone else wants you to do it. And sometimes it can be relationships, sometimes it can be people who must be removed from your life like weeds, so that your life can actually flourish, so that your life can actually bloom and look as beautiful as it should be as peaceful as it should be. So don't forget, continue to remove the weeds from your plants and from your life. Alright, so here is what it looks like after I have finished the pruning and the weeding. And as you can see, it still looks pretty messy. It may not be 100% perfect, but that's how life is also, isn't it? Never be 100% perfect. There will remain a lot of other weeds that we need to do. And so this process is consistent. You need to take care of this again and again and again. Also, if you observe, the plant is now looking a little scanty. It's not as bushy as it was earlier. But then what's the point in having so many leaves which are dried off, having so many branches which are not serving the purpose? And same with life. just because you have too many people around you is not enough. You need to have quality people around you. You need to have quality circle and company that actually contribute to your growth, right? And in no time you will see that this plant will grow back into a green bushy plant where you will see leaves are healthy and flourishing, and so will happen to your life. What I'm doing now is all the good healthy plants and parts of the plant that broke off while I was pruning and I was weeding them, I am going to sow them again in a new pot so that they will flourish. And that's exactly what we should do with relationships. Now, weeding can be very rough and tough at times, and in the process you may end up hurting people as well, right? And remember, keep your focus. What you are focusing on, what you're doing currently is ensuring that your energies are invested in what's best for you in life. And in the process, if you end up hurting some people, don't go into a guilt conscious mode. Don't think that you are doing wrong or you're doing something bad. Once you have finished your weeding and your pruning, ensure that you go back and you invest again, like I'm doing in these plants, the small ones, and invest in those relationships that may have fallen apart as part of your weeding process and as part of your pruning process, right? Invest in them again and you will see they will flourish one more time. Happy living.